time and with workshops. And we put pride into what we do. A lot of the long-standing NPCs here will be able to tell you that the amount of effort that's put forth, and I mean like sweat and effort, to just convey this, not only is some of the most fun that a lot of us have, but we're proud of the material when we're done with it. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and get you guys to a certain location on the map. I ask that you remain undeafened in Discord as we do in sessions. You will always be present in the Discord, and you will always be undeafened, but remain muted. That way DMs can speak to you freely or move you around as necessary. It'll all be much less confusing when we get into our sessions. You'll all be paired up. You'll have experienced role players with you, and a lot of you bring your own experience. But the point is, we'll have someone here who's been here to make you feel more comfortable, so you're not just standing around unsure of what to do, what you can and can't do. We'll do everything we can to integrate. But today, we focus on the biggest aspect of FT, and that's combat. All right? So that being said, at this time, everybody follow me, because there's something we always have to get when we go on the maps. We're going to go back into the initial room. Go ahead and come back with me. This map is different than our main map. This is old and deprecated, but you want your speeds. For now, so everybody's on the same page, just go ahead and click human. Okay, it adjusts your speed and your jump height. That's all it does. As soon as you have that, let's go back into the other room. This yellow dot, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and align your laser pointer to it and click it and meet me out in the courtyard. Go ahead and meet me out in the courtyard.
Single file. This is not a drill.
Alrighty.
Shove everyone out the way.
Fucking
Into an
gremlin.
FT avatar, please.
This is an FT avatar.
That technically is a goblin dog thing from this one.
It's a very old one.
Yeah.
Precisely.
Yeah.
I just saw them.
He was wrong. He was not wrong.
It is.
Yeah, the goblins roll
I'm
them.
an FT avatar.
Oh, I
In
wasn't
real life.
recognized.
And Storm Sharps.
Oh, I didn't recognize.
Really old.
To like season 1, season 2.
Old.
39 buried. 0 found.
You can sit down because he's gonna talk for a bit.
So ready with that. Spectacular.
We don't talk about that way.
Okay. At this point, go ahead and get comfortable. Go ahead and sit down. First 10 minutes, give me running my suck. I ask that you pay attention. It's not going to last long. There's going to be practical application. But it's important that you hear this aspect so you understand what it is that I'm talking about. Okay? A lot of you have been on other projects. You've been part of other parts of VRChat or any other platforms you might be on. Obviously, you enjoy roleplay. That's why you're here. Our NPCs are very different than most projects. Our NPCs have oftentimes influenced entire campaigns, or completely changed the world states, or have made their own decisions that have completely changed storylines, both their own, their peers, or player characters. We, as DMs and NPCs, are supporting roles. Our point is to populate the world, make it feel alive, but we want to do more than just have our NPCs sit with no purpose. Many times we'll give them directions and blurbs based off of their own created characters, or they'll come to us with ideas, things they want to do with themselves, and we'll integrate them as best we can. Obviously, with a team of 5 to 8 people, writing at times can be difficult, but it is the most non-chaotic freeform that you'll come across. All right? So don't expect to be posted somewhere and sitting there for 4 hours. You'll be very involved in having things to do, and we reward people who have incentive and go out of their way to create to themselves as long as they go through the proper channels. Our NPCs are heavily involved in combat, but we always put story first, right? There'll be times, obviously, where we could butcher a player character or butcher a NPC quest giver or something of the sort. But DMs, up to their own discretion, will go on their way to try and make a natural story curve or weave that'll make sense, that gives them different options, ways to react to things. But a biggest part of that is when it comes to conflict, the way the NPCs on either side react. We don't use hard systems, we don't use software. It is a trust-based system, which when it's handled appropriately is the most effective system there is why practicing with each other, getting to know each other's quirks in roleplay, or their style in roleplay, can help us all bounce off of each other with ease. But this is very important with combat. My players will take hits that you give them. Oftentimes they'll come out of combat, and if it wasn't rolled for them in the moment, they're like, hey, I need like 3 injury rolls, which subjugates them to possible maiming or death. But the point is, the truth is there and the honesty is there. So when we go out of our way to fight them, in the same way that FT does its combat visceral, in your face, melee, or ranged, you have to be very cognizant of what you're doing, because we keep track of the weapons, anti-armor, things of the sort that DMs are tracking. The easiest example I can give you is if you have a massive two-handed mace, you're not going to have that one hand and swinging it like it's a fucking limp leek. You know what I mean? Yeah, one of the players will take that. They will assume that for whatever reason it's supposed to happen, and now they've been hit with an anti-armor weapon, and it could wind up in their end. And that is the end of a story and a plot line and a lot of hard work. Now, don't get me wrong, if the dice decides your fate and you die, you will die. I think just about everybody here has lost a character or an NPC or a DM NPC, right? It happens.
Yeah.
But if it's going to happen, we make sure it happens right. So that's why we practice. There are particular movements in our weapons, particular movements in heavier armor. We respect these kinds of things because that's the setting of our roleplay. Okay? It sounds complicated, I assure you it's not. Alright? Combat and the way it affects the setting is incredibly important because there'll be missions or conflicts or something of the sort where we either have beasts or monsters or soldiers or militiamen with different skill levels that you'll all come to understand over time that could make or break an entire scenario if they're not played right. Alright? In this roleplay, nobody's a fucking hero. You come across any basic creature, could be an orc, and it gets lucky, it fucking murders you. That's the end of your story. Right? So we treat this very carefully, and we take our combat very seriously. Something to bear in mind when you're in combat in VR is we can't fucking hear anything. Your cone of vision is this. This is it. This is all you can see, and this is all that you're aware of. You can't hear anything because there's no footsteps, there's no movement of clothing. That's sixth sense that you have from your surroundings and your peripherals. You don't have that in VR. There are things that we do going out of our way to alert people of our presence. Okay, things that we do to alert somebody that we're around them. We vocalize a lot of our actions. It may seem or sound silly, but that is the case. Something as simple as, footsteps or running. Crassus, if I was going to have you run all the way to the other side, what sounds you're going to make so everybody knows you're running? It's that simple. It sounds silly the first time you hear it, but it's the norm to us. And everybody that's not watching him will turn and look because now they're alerted. There's a sound over there, and someone's purposely making that sound, so you look. That sort of assistance to awareness, being aware of what you can see in combat and what you can hear. There'll be more on that later in practical application, but it's something you always need to bear in mind. Now more of the fun things. Let's see, who do I have here? Storm, come up here.
The usual suspect.
Lennon, come up here. Switch to something with 2 hands. A halberd. Something that's very important with our weapons that we bear in mind is the conveyance of movement, weapon weight, and injuries. Right? A larger two-handed weapon will be handled with a bit more slowness and difficulty than a single one-handed weapon.
I'm excited for this.
This is common sense, but the reason for us going out of our way to accentuate our movements to make everything look a bit slower is not only because if you move too fast in VRChat, you're not going to see it. It's going to be a blur, right? And so your dance partner, your roleplay partner, knows how to react. When there's no DM around, or it's not necessary to have one, two NPCs who are going at it will decide the outcome of their own fight. It's a trust system. And the more you get used to it, the easier it gets to play off of each other. Now, as I said, with sounds, we alert each other to different actions taking place. You have two people on one model. You see that they have plates not only down the front of their legs, but a breastplate. This one's the same. He's technically more armored than the other. The point is, the visual representation is there. If either of these two while going at it made a stab or a jab at each other, they would automatically decide that that's not going to go through his plate, or that's not going to go through his helmet. And they'll reflect it with a sound. You know, they go on their way to make that sound so the person who's fighting knows, okay, I'm not taking that. Right? There's little communication bits that you'll learn as you watch some people go at it, right? You have a halberd that has reach. He'll be trying to keep his opponent further away from him, controlling the space around him. The one with the one-handed sword is going to try and get close, bypass the halberd itself. What I want my two examples here to focus on is your conveyance of movements of your weapon, the weights of your weapon, and if you take an injury, to reflect that injury. Arms, legs, head, you all know what I'm talking about. Okay? DMs, give them some room. My two examples, a mock fight, end it as you wish, short and sweet. 3, 2, 1, begin.
Traitor! Battalion!
Already, it's not just simple smacking weapons from side to side. They're using momentum. If one feels that
How's
the
it
other's
going?
attack was more aggressive, more erratic, they'll give ground. Their weapon that they blocked with, their arm will carry that movement. It makes the fight much more animated and look far better. Storm decided that his halberd was going to slide off of the blade, and Lennon decided that he was going to be dropped to a knee from the force of the blow. When you have 40 fucking people doing this in a mass melee, it looks sick and it feels fun. They decided it was another miss, and he took the injury. He decided he got that slice to his arm. All right, gentlemen, finish the fight. A finishing blow. Lennon will walk away with 2 wounds without a DM. Obviously, he knows he's got
This
them,
is
and he'll reflect
acting,
them. If he needs
and within
rolls,
VR.
he'll tell them later, or will be rolled for on the spot. My examples, thank you, good job. You may sit down.
All of these are real people,
Now,
and we are currently
Storm
acting
had swung that
out.
halberd like
Well.
it was nothing.
scenarios.
Because Lennon obviously
Come on,
is
that-
going off of the trust system. He's not going to complain.
Yeah.
He's going to take the hit, right? Which is dangerous. Because if we don't use our weapons appropriately, we could get somebody killed. That is a big thing. It is extremely important that it's handled well. But because he paced himself, he used a two-handed weapon like he should, they were able to convey the fight quite well in simple terms that both of them understood.
A lot of
Sliding
people say
weapons
they're
off of
bad
each
at it,
other,
but
unbalancing each other.
once you get in
injuring
the
each other,
zone,
reflecting
and it's
the
something that
injuries
you're
as
really
they continue
passionate
to
about,
fight, which is very important,
you do quite good at it.
right? Weapon conveyance is huge. Yurif, come out here. Vinhelm, come out here. Two people, a player and an NPC, who use two-handed weapons very well. They convey the movements. It's easy to track and understand, but it still looks good. All right? Yurif, Vinehelm,
Hydrating.
it'll be the same thing. Conveyance of movements, the weight of your weapon, and if you take injuries, reflect them in the fights. I will tell you when the fight ends. All right? My two combatants. 3,
Thank you.
2, 1, begin. The weight to the swings, the weight to the weapon, it looks incredibly good. The two look incredibly powerful. And the movements are fluid. They're not too fast. They reflect the heaviness of the weapons. They reflect the disposition of the characters. Vinehelm, go ahead and land a wound on Urith.
God damn it.
Look at that shit, man! Look at that shit! That's sick!
I looked away, no.
Urith, continue to fight. Reflect that injury.
Yeah. Everyone has the things that they enjoy doing.
Alright, Vinehelm, end him
I, at
roughly.
the beginning, was, not great, but...
Fucking gruesome.
How fucking cool is that? Round of applause for these two.
Oh, yeah!
The sound of controllers
Beautiful.
breaking.
Fucking beautiful.
God. This is why I
Awesome.
do
Both
it,
of you, please
because
sit down.
cinematic
Good shit.
fighting is really
But you hear
nice.
them both, right? They're like,
I think the difference is with
Because
this
this
one
is
compared to
tiring.
Gmod, because Gmod's a lot more
It is
vocal.
tiring.
This one's a lot more
Kind of
physical.
But see, there's
You have to use your body emotions to get into it.
Far before they ever came to FT, right? But they've been honing themselves for a while, and it's become something of a hobby. That kind of practice of skill becomes that important to us because we want to put on a good show for our friends. We want the role play to feel seamless, feel fun, and of course, anyone who is streaming or has an audience, we want to fucking make it as cinematic for them as possible. That's part of the fun, right? We're all
We
on
gotta
a
catch up at
stage
some
together.
point. It has been a long time.
Now, the importance, as I said before, of those
4
two
years.
weapons, especially
5
being
years? 6
conveyed as
years?
heavy
Around
as they
there.
are, is because they could just fucking cut people down with ease. And if people who are going off of the trust system just take those hits, they're going to die, right?
Yeah, it's coming up on 6 now.
It's important in those situations when stuff like that's going on. That's just two people, right? But we've had times where we've had 40 people trying to fucking kill each other. That's how many of there are of you now. There's 10 more, about 52. But like, look at the size of the people around you now. Imagine them all in a melee like that. It can get hectic. But the more you get used to it, the easier it gets to manage and becomes a fucking blast. Okay? And don't feel intimidated if you're in half body, because you still can do conveyance. We
I
practice
will,
it here all the time.
I'll reach out to you on Discord
Okay?
soon.
We've got a bunch of half body
We'll plan
heroes.
a day just to
Don't worry.
talk.
They do well. Ray Sets is one.
But yeah,
of
oh
them.
yeah, definitely a good community.
Man
Everyone
does
in here is
fucking great with a halberd
phenomenal.
and looks good. Okay, so don't worry about any of that. With that kind of fighting going on, the biggest thing is you heard the sounds they made. Their wide swings, their impacts. The sounds are not only for each other, but everyone who's around them. Because if that fight was going on and they didn't make a sound, and I was standing this way, I would never fucking know what's happening. That whole thing would play out and I'd never see it. So it's important when you make those visual and auditory clues so the people around us are aware. Okay? My DMs, please go ahead and split the group up in half, line them up facing each other on either sides of the gravel. Make sure that our TNPCs are paired up with veteran NPCs.
Let's do this very easy. 1, 2, 1, 2. All the way
Yeah,
through.
exactly.
Guys
Just
gonna run
make
at the same
line,
field. We're just gonna do
make
1, 2, 1,
line.
2.
Make a line.
And one's gonna go
Start
one
it.
side, two's gonna go to the other.
You do it from one end so we don't accidentally hit each other. So
Just
yeah.
one person does it.
You just then. Just do it one.
This is a curved line.
Yeah.
Let's
So that way
shift
we
it
can
this
just
way a little.
go.
Alright. Shift back. Shift back.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Oh,
There you go.
1, normal Nick. 2. 1.
Good line. Good
2.
line.
Okay.
One's on the
1,
other side.
2.
One's on the
1,
other side.
2. 1,
One's
2.
over here. One's over here.
1, 2.
One.
1. Cross the other side. 1.
Whoever's a 1, go over there.
2.
Whoever's a 1, go over there.
2. 1.
Judders for me.
You're the 1. You're a 1.
Two's over here.
1, 2.
One's crossed. One's crossed.
Once again, I owe 2.
Oh, thank God, I'm not versing the orc.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. I saved the best for you.
I'll switch into a fucking heavier model then.
He's double bladed.
Go fuck yourself.
Actually, you should use the shield.
No.
The shielded one.
If you were a 1, raise your hand. If
Okay.
you are a 1, raise your hand.
I'm not the one. I almost raised my hand. That was awkward.
All right. Make sure you're paired up with somebody. You have to run up to each other so you have a
All right,
partner.
1s, put
Do
your hands
so.
down. If you're a 2, raise your hand. All right, put your hands down. Good job.
We should probably switch because it's a TMPC versus a TMPC. So if you want to switch and fight the
Alright.
big scary orc,
That is true.
I want veteran NPCs paired up with our TNPCs.
You'll do just
DMs
fine.
make it
That
happen,
is true.
please.
Yeah, you'll be fine. It's just a gray orc.
We're gonna make this very simple.
It's just.
Gremlin.
Yeah,
you're
I've
with
got it.
Oak. Oak. Do something a little more simple. Nothing so
My
complex.
ones.
switch back into mine.
Thank you.
Switch into these avatars. Keep things simple. My
Oh, okay.
ones.
Let's move the new
Switch into these avatars. Keep it simple.
I'd like Storm to switch with you, normal Nick.
Sounds
Storm,
good.
I'd like you to fight Silent Roman.
Understood.
No, he's just getting the
Give him a good,
Understood.
fun show.
Have fun with it.
Understood.
Okay. Alright, everybody.
I got
He doesn't trust me. It's
Everyone on
fine.
If you
this
are a
side,
new
Switch into avatars, please.
Oh,
if you
God.
are a
Oh, we are
new
using. Okay. Perfect.
TNPC,
Have fun with it.
come
okay?
near the gate. If you're a veteran NPC, move closer to the
Show.
mansion. If you're
They're
a new
half-body just
TNPC,
like
move
you,
closer to
so
the
have
gate.
fun with it,
Shuffle
okay?
in your lines.
Oh, okay. Well,
If you're a veteran NPC, move closer to the mansion.
well, go over there, Ava.
I want you fighting Bear, okay? He's down in Imperial right there, okay?
Biggest bear. He's your partner.
That way.
Oh, the vision. Oh my God.
Yeah, don't use that.
All right, Durley, I want you to move because I want Gremlin.
Make sure you
fighting
copy these ones.
Okay, they're a new body, okay?
Those are different versions.
Storm Sharp,
Mm,
Normal Nick?
They're the same version. They just looked weird for some reason.
Are they?
Yeah.
Reset your avatar.
all of you head down this way. Head
Oh, yeah,
down
yeah.
that way. If I called your name, head down that way.
Unless I'm
doing paladin.
Gonna go down over here.
Am I now switching
Oh
to
my
Fang?
God.
or-
we need these slots filled then.
Fill the line. Oh Jesus. Shift to fill the line. Shift to fill the line.
Now I'm
Resets, shift over so you're aligned with knowledge.
Oh, great. You get
Over
to.
here, fourth
Oh.
from the end.
Biome, go ahead and shift.
Resets your fucking Erebus.
Yeah, of course you're gonna fight your fucking one of your model makers.
I've been told by Shinzo to get Silent Roman.
Please go ahead and pay attention to the DMs. They're doing this to make this easy and seamless.
Switch. Stormin.
Yep.
Yeah, Storm over here, cause I'm third.
You're third? Okay.
Yep, third. So
Let me see how the
Silent
group
Roman.
be.
taking this spot now. You have been destroyed. They should want us up. So
Line up right here.
And then we got
1, 2, 3.
Storm, probably not. I go up. I go up. Silent Roman.
Storm, the DMs are hand.
Silent Roman.
To make sure that there's no accidental crossover between who's fighting who, I'm going to read off the pairs as I see them. Ryan Lamb
Storm,
with
the DMs
Kami.
got it.
Phaelorn with Ureth. Storm with Silent. Paladin, Raysets. Erebus, Jasmine. Frost, Normal Nick. Darth with Frost. Essence of Light
I'm blind.
with Adam. Rune Knight
What?
with Ash,
So there.
Budgie with Ava, Mudkip with Indirect Heroes, Vanehelm with Biggest Bear, Noble with Lennon, Crosspit
Are we both
with
Frost?
Ava.
You weren't called Frost.
Again, yeah, make sure you move to fit your partner.
You were called Budgie. Because Essus is going to Adam.
I believe I said, what was the last pairing I said?
Yeah,
it was
Essence is-
CrossFit. It was
Essence
CrossFit
is a
and
shift.
Ava. Crassus and Jazz King, Dragon Legend and Ghost Rider,
Who are you fighting?
Sakura and Nival, Mia
Adam.
and
Okay.
Osamet,
Adam, I wanted to
Zappe,
change out with Bear. I already told him
Tosha,
earlier I wanted them fighting. Okay, so I'm gonna
Resuvius,
have Bear tell you
with
his partner,
Smoofy.
and you're gonna switch with him. Okay?
Kewen with
Alright.
Flonica, and
Perfect.
then
Go to
Dudley
Bear.
will have you move over there.
Complication, oh
Travis.
god.
Bear, who's your partner right now? Who's your partner that Kimchi just assigned you to?
Does anyone not have a partner?
am I
Raise
budging?
your sword.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know why we're changing so much, because it's
Perfect.
fun.
Everyone here has a partner. If not, raise your sword. Lower
Aaron,
it
see
if
me
you do
switch.
have one.
So that we're lined up with our guys.
Paladin, do you need one? Okay, lower your sword if you have one.
Swords down at your sides, please. If you do not have a partner at this time, put one of your hands in the air.
Darth?
Yes, I
Thought I-
believe you said Frost twice, and I believe Nick has Frost.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2,
Nick, who were you
3,
assigned?
4, 5,
I was
6,
assigned Frost.
7. Nick is Frost. Okay.
Okay.
Then who has
And Bear
Essence
was
of
with
Light? Is that
Essence.
Biggest Bear? Okay, well then
Bear
Darth,
has essence, yes.
move down. Kewen, do you have anyone assigned? Okay, we have an odd number.
One of my DMs fill the slot.
I got it.
Okay.
Who wants to give a fight? Yeah.
Darth, you're with
Go right
Shinfo.
to the end.
All right, listen up. Everything that we spoke about was conveyance to the heaviness of your weapon. Injuries. Fighting with those injuries. Making auditory clues and noises when either your blades meet or you wind up injuring each other, or you make a movement that perhaps your combatant might not see. For instance, if they're doubled over in pain and I'm making an attack towards them, I'll be like, and they'll look up and know that I'm coming. This will become second nature. All right, this is practice. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. There's nothing to be worried about. The whole purpose of this is for you to get practice. Okay? The person directly in front of you, make sure you turn on nameplate so you know who they are, is a person that you will be fighting. These fights should not last super long. I do not want to see two people taking turns stabbing each other as they go down because they can't decide who wins. Trust system. Go off of how it looks like the fight is going. If you feel that your opponent made a good strike on you, take it. There's no reason not to. Alright? Learn to build trust with each other. My veteran NPCs, you'll be leading the fights with the TNPCs. Okay? Give them clues. Give them auditory notes. Conveyance of weapon and injuries. When I say begin, you will meet in the center and begin your sparring. Once one of you have come to a conclusion and your partner is dead, both of you sit down where you are and relax. Okay? DMs, you know what you're doing during this period. Stand by. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, begin!
Come on, then.
Conveyance is the name of the game. Conveyance of your weapon, the strength of your swing and block. 30 seconds. Bring your fight to a close. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, ding, ding. Please sit where you are.
Like if I'm sitting this way, he's definitely be blocking this way.
I see a lot of you guys are panting. It's a lot of work, right? It feels like fucking forever. It feels like fucking forever. It was about 70-something seconds. Alright? Being that involved can be exhausting. But the more you do it, the more you get used to it. It's exercise, sure. But there's a lot of it that's also muscle memory. I have my DMs and myself walking along a lot of new TNPCs. You guys are already reflecting what we were talking about. There's effort there. You guys aren't just limp-wristing and deciding, oh man, maybe I shouldn't have come here. I see a lot of movements into it, a lot of swings, a lot of people that are eager, and that's fucking awesome. I love that. That's what we work with. We'll hone you into killing machines for fun. Now, what's important to remember, okay, at this point in time, you should always have water on your desk or somewhere accessible to you. If you do not have water at this time, please take a quick break. Go ahead and get water. We'll resume in 60 seconds. Go and get yourself some water. Come back and sit down.
Good fight.
DMs, come over to me, please.
Good fight. Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna make noise.
Because I was gonna say, you were an FT before, right? You were back at the beginning of S3?
Yeah, so I was
Yeah.
around for a few months.
You played Mustard, right? The guard?
No. But
Damn it.
I played a bodyguard. NPCs. That I would basically always spend my time at the docks, just standing there, unless I was involved in a module.
Hell yeah, I just realized I was in the ground that entire fight.
I was actually the NPCs was looking for a job to do, but
Fair
there wasn't
enough.
per se too much being at this start.
It's always very slow in the beginning.
I'm pretty sure I left. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I left basically when the stuff started
To pick up, yeah.
I believe.
I took a small break as well at first, and then I had hardware issues, but now that stuff picked up and now that my computer's actually working, I'm back, so. Small breaks, as long as, you know, we're still showing up every once in a while.
Chances are I'm probably every other Tuesday, maybe, depending on what's happening on Tuesday, but I'm probably gonna mostly be coming for Thursday sessions.
Yeah, well, because you have gang, so I understand that.
Yeah, I'm more free then.
Yeah.
Ugh. I did. Oh, okay.
The only thing that I'll say that's different about the combat here is don't use this too much. It's such, I know, I had the same issue because in gang it's such a thing where people will back up out of combat, but if you want to dodge something, one thing they'll say, if you want to dodge something, even if this goes through you, just go like this, or try to like dodge a little bit. If you don't have much room, any sort of like, it'll be perfectly fine. Of course, I know some people can't fucking, you know, dodge under shit like that, or they don't have the room and they can't slide out of the way, but as long as you make the noise, it avoids this.
I have some room.
Yeah, or use it a small amount.
Yeah, it's just very. It's just been a small bit since I've done combat RP.
Fair enough.
Not done RP for like probably over 2 weeks.
Mhm.
I think we had to come close to 3.
It was a bad habit of mine as well to, in the middle of combat, to joystick back a bit. But if I need to get back away from a person, I'll, you know, make it very slow instead of full joysticking like most people do. That's a long sword. It's a very thick long sword, but I guess it could be considered a... No, that's not big enough. Put it down at your feet. Yeah, I mean, that could be a great sword. It could be a long sword. It's in between.
Alright, folks. Everybody at this point in time should have their water and should have returned to us. Okay? This was an example of how chaotic things can get from the get-go. In the middle of a mass melee, all the sounds that are going on, all the cues, trying to keep track of your opponents. And that's just one-on-ones, right? In a usual scenario, this whole group would be trying to fucking murder that whole group and vice versa. Trust me when I say it becomes a norm and it's not nearly as daunting as it seems. Okay? Some people were very fucking gung-ho, which is great. They were putting their whole bodies into their swings, you know what I mean? We saw it, the conveyance was beautiful. Okay? Some people looked a little afraid. Don't be. It's all right. It's practice. Okay? You're you're sparring with them. They're going to try to kill you. You should try to kill them. It's only fair. All right? And it's all, the whole purpose of it is the conveyance of the weapon weight, how you should treat that particular weapon, injury, movements, and auditory clues. Okay? At this point in time, we're going to go ahead and switch everybody up again. So please go ahead and get in one singular line on this side. Draska, whatever names you want, pull them to the side right now before I go forward with this.
Understood. When I hear your name, I want you to go to the opposite side. Silent Roman, Kami Waffle, Gremlin. Urif? Actually, no. Urif, you stay on this side. We'll pair them up.
All the new role players are right where they need to be then.
Essence of Light.
I'm in half plate.
Paladin.
Getting up is a little painful.
Ava Pep. Ghost Rider. Go over to the other side. I'm going to pair you up with a veteran NPC. So, when the veteran NPCs, when I call your names, you're going to go to Silent Roman, Kami Waffle, Gremlin in that order. Okay? When I call your names, step right into the middle so that you're facing each other, face to face.
Like it's a fucking Mortal Kombat lineup, face to face.
Exactly.
So there's no mistakes.
Urif, you're going to be with Silent Roman. Storm Sharp, I want you to be with Gremlin. Ray Sets, I want you to be with Kami Waffle.
That way there's no mistakes.
Lennon, I want you to be with Essence of Light. Come to the middle when I call your pair. Step right into the center, so there's no mistakes.
Jasker, I think we're still missing some TMPCs.
I know.
Okay.
Crassus, I want you to be with Paladin.
Just full fisticuffs.
Erebus, I want you to be with Ghost Rider.
Wild Steve-O approaches.
Raz, I want you to be with Ava Pep. Go ahead and meet in the center. That's all I got, Bruns.
Excellent. All of you who have been paired up, scrunch. Staying in your shoulder to shoulder to the wall, please.
So just wait down by my bones.
Go ahead and scrunch shoulder to shoulder.
Over here. Over here.
You said it.
Okay, I'm gonna give you guys the
Wait, one more time.
two new avatars.
I wasn't ready.
Ever seen a trash compactor?
All will be
Am I
made
not a
clear.
TNPC anymore?
Congrats, you're promoted.
You ever seen a hydraulic press?
Did I get promoted?
He'll teach you a lot.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna grab
Double kill.
we need
Oops.
somebody for Mudkip.
Uh-oh.
I've been selected. I've been selected for the trash compactor.
He'll teach you a lot.
Mudkipped, you're gonna be with Normal Nick.
Uh,
Normal Nick, step forward. You're gonna be with Mudkipped.
Can't believe it.
Make
I
sure
had
you're
to
on the
fight.
veteran NPC side, Normal Nick.
Do I need a tin
Mudkip,
can
get on
model
the
for this?
NPC side.
If you are on
Mr. Brunswick is gonna
this
pass out the
side,
models.
Take this model.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, it's the lads.
Season
It's the
2.
blueberries.
These aren't the blueberries.
Size it however you like.
It's the boys.
There's so many things here. It's an entire army.
I don't think I heard you.
I can't close my hands. I can't close my hands.
They're doomed to die.
What do we got? What are we working with?
Oh, you're on this side.
Invisible.
You're on this side. Take these avatars, please.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
I feel like I've just seen this.
Is this a lore drop?
Soon enough, there'll be plenty more free-form model usage, but I want
This is
everybody to be
more
on the
history.
same page so it's easier to follow.
That he listed off, you know what I mean? Everybody else will be able to repair it, but these are the people that need to show more improvement.
All right,
Like, we had some
What?
doing pretty good, so.
Drazker, go ahead and assign them their new numbers starting at the end, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. If you're ones, you'll be on this side. If you're twos, you'll be on this side. Switching to corresponding models when you're in position. Make sure you are. You come closer.
1, 2, 1.
Come closer. Okay. Well,
Oh.
yeah, well that works.
Don't mind your
I
person.
want you guys pretty damn fucking close, so there's no mistakes on who's with who.
2.
This'll work.
1,
Me quota? Me quota?
Quota? Quota?
All right, I gotta make this model look awesome.
Yeah, so you customize it.
Twos are here? Yes, twos are here. Oh, okay.
I'm hearing a lot of confusion. These people are not listening. Please pay attention to the DMs. You'll be in your own free time soon enough. Please. If you are 2, you're over here. If you are 1, you're over here. If there's any gaps, DMs, realign them. Come closer
Everybody-
so you get shoulder to shoulder
Yeah.
with these guys.
Begin meeting in the center with your partners. Find your partner.
This is so no one can
What
be
kept-
confused.
Is that a smoothie?
Move over with me, so we can
You might
fill
have
in
to
this gap.
move down. You might have to move down, especially on this side.
Get over here, Smoofy. I promise I don't smell too much. Get over here.
Hey, buddy boy.
Hey.
Wait, how do I let it go?
Even more. Hold down your menu button again. The top one. There you go.
Minimum chatter.
All
Minimum
right,
chatter.
listen
Minimum
up.
chatter.
Listen up. Listen up.
Wait.
Shoulder to shoulder here. All of you down there, slide here. Shoulder to shoulder with them. Face to face with the person you're across from. Ash, come to this side. Kewen, come to this side. Oak, slide down. One of my DMs, you'll be
Nut to
paired with
butt,
Oak.
people. Nut to
If you're on
butt.
this side, get the corresponding avatars.
What?
This should be a lot faster and a lot easier than this. Everybody should have no question about who they're paired with. They're directly in front of you. Now, this is what we're going to do. Your partner, take them, okay? I don't care who grabs who by the throat, and spread out in this area. Do so now.
Like 3 people came the same way as us. Back up a little bit.
Okay, you know what? No, we'll put right here. See these lovely horse? Yeah, right here. Right in this nice. Oh god, we're moving too much. Sorry. Right here. Perfect.
Right here?
Yep. Right here.
Okay.
I just hope I don't push you again.
Oh, you're unarmed. Perfect.
Oh god! Oh wait! Fucking ping! Oh shit!
Who had Sienna as their partner?
Doing alright.
Oh, that works too. Fuck, my back is against the
Your partner is now Drazker. Stand by.
Oh, no, say no. There we go.
At this point
Horsey
in
that
time,
got left alone.
the person that you're across from right now is your partner. You're on even footing when it comes to armor and weapons. What I want you to focus on is reacting to each other, trusting each other, guiding each other through the fight. There's no predetermined outcome. What you will be going out of your way to do is to react to your partner's actions and for them to do vice versa. It is like a dance. Each person takes a step. It is turns. But you trust each other in real time to carry it out. Yes, there's lag. It happens. It's VRChat. But as you do it more and more, you'll become accustomed to it and be able to react off of each other. If I know that I'm leading, I'm going to go ahead and continue with my movements, but I go out of my way to reflect that I didn't hit them. Whether I make a sound showing that I bounced off their armor so they don't think that they took a hit because they were too slow to react because of lag. Whatever auditory clue I give. Okay? Once you are done with your partner and you determine the outcome of your fight, take a seat and take a breather. DMs, you know what to do. 3, 2, 1, begin.
Come on, then. Yes.
Oh god!
Oh, good.
Go on. Wait, I forgot it's a flick down. Okay.
Your opponent's in your face. It is exhausting. You're breathing heavily. The weapons slam against each other as steel sings against steel and sparks fly. The only thing that you know in your mind is that it's you or them.
Oh.
Yes, dude. Oh, I was
Good fight.
talking throughout the whole match.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Thank you.
There's a lot of fights that I go through that I will completely freeze mid-combat, but all I do is I will sit there and stand, and the other person will sit there and stand,
Yeah.
and you'll wait, and at some point they'll pop back up, and then you continue fighting.
Awesome.
People, you know, including when you get on Nodus, it's going to be a lot more laggy than it is now, so if you don't know how to optimize, or if you haven't optimized yet, it's very important.
Yeah, if you have any tips, sure.
There's a document that I'm sure the DMs can resend at some point. I don't know. There is a document out about how to optimize, go through a bunch of graphical settings. I can tell you some right now. If you open up just the regular menu, where you can go through your friends, and double-click the gearbox. It's at the bottom right.
Settings.
Then go to graphics. It should be the third one down. So once you double-click the gearbox, a bigger menu will open up.
Everybody, please go ahead and take a seat and drink some water.
I'm in the settings menu with like the UI elements and stuff. That's not it, right?
No. So if you put your cursor over it and double-click trigger, it should open up into a bigger menu that won't be on your hand.
There's a lot of good training, a lot of good back and forth. A lot of people putting their body into it.
If not, you can go to like social, and then at the bottom, click the gearbox there.
We get used to these movements. We get used to these engagements.
So social. Then you click the gearbox at the bottom.
Yeah, I see.
Go to graphics. Anti-lasting. Click the minus until it's off. Mirror resolution. Turn it down to a quarter.
Guys, listen up, please.
When the time comes,
I'm trying to help him optimize because he's lagging hard, but yeah.
There'll be more exercises
In a moment.
and more
Yeah.
workshops to reflect the more advanced part of things that's not everyone has to worry about, but when you're placed in perhaps a heavier unit's position or a more dangerous enemy's position, there are extra things that have to be contemplated. All right? So everybody, please, at this point in time, come over here and sit down. Sit on this side of the gravel, looking towards me. Take a seat, relax. My veteran NPCs, come here, please. My veteran NPCs. You don't get the rest. Come here.
Stand back up then.
Where is...
Very well, my lord.
Are you taking a break, Tosha?
He said seems like it.
Okay, give me...
He said veteran NPCs. Not players. Oh, true. But you're
I might as well be.
That's because I like to help.
Do I have... Is Church here?
Church is not.
I don't believe here.
You've run NPC sessions before, haven't you? He's not here.
Oh, normal.
I know how you guys work.
As you wish.
Use your arm.
You three. I would like you to use these models.
Welcome.
Hide the models so that the NPCs can't see them. Just block them.
I think I switched.
I'm gonna sneak in another chicken patty while I'm here.
There they are.
Damn. That was me.
Loading.
It's been. Give me some Yeah, give me some burp credit, man.
Do you need the heavies? Because I have the heavies as well. Got it.
In response.
Oh no.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Oh, this is gonna get real interesting real quick.
No,
The rest of you.
no, there's one that's customizable now.
I have the right customization.
That's not needed.
No.
Thank you.
It really doesn't matter, guys. Relax, relax.
At this point in time, everyone who's standing here, if you would switch into our, where are they? Our little militiamen.
Militiamen.
I believe we still
Oh.
have them.
Oh, the father.
Yeah.
Oh.
The
Michelin man.
With spears on them.
Oh God.
I remember them. I don't think I
got
had
a
them.
spawn. Or do they have weapons on them? I think they do.
Yeah, they do. They have like a spear and a sword and a dagger. And that's it.
Yes, let me see the weapon they have them. They should have spears and swords.
So they have. Let me try to see if I can equip it. So they have a spear. Then they have the poke spear. They get the arming sword.
Okay,
Club. Dinky
Good.
dagger.
Okay, Osmet can be an orc. And Zappy can be an orc.
Still loading.
My militiamen, come over here, please.
My God, we're all clones.
Please, this way. Naval, go ahead and turn into an orc, please.
I mean, you know, going against,
Orcs,
you know,
come over here.
going in through the. I mean, you know, going
So,
against, you know, going
Attention,
in through
please. There is something in FT that comes up quite a bit,
you know,
and it's skill.
going
skill
against,
levels.
you know, going in
We have
through the.
untrained, which means just about any level can mark you with ease. You're the common person who has no military
you know,
training, and it'd be easy to
going
kill.
against, you know, going
Your
in through
militia
the.
level, which will be these gentlemen, people who have probably given a several day or several week course on
you
how
know,
to use a basic weapon.
going against, you know,
attempt to
going
defend
in
themselves,
through the.
right? They're not trained by any means. They just know that the pointy end is supposed to go in the enemy. That's
you
the
know,
common
going
common
against,
person who
you know,
served
going
in the militia,
in
or
through the.
perhaps a police force, if you will, that isn't quite trained to use the weapon that they have.
You know,
Then you have
going
trained,
against, you know,
which is a
going
career
in
soldier.
through the.
You've spent an entire contract in this position that you're in
you know,
within FT, whether
going
it's
against,
in service
you know,
to a
going
lord or a
in
standing
through the.
army or whatever it is, right? Sorry, not career soldier, like a modern
you know,
terms. If you spent 4
going
years
against,
in a single
you know,
contract,
going
you know how
in
to
through
use
the.
your weapon system, you're aware of it, you'll probably never forget it, but you're going to be rusty, right? You're trained, but you're not the end-all be-all. Then you have a career soldier, career officer, lifelong knights, whatever it may be. They are well-trained and usually older. They've dedicated their entire life, or a majority of it, to a military position. They've spent more times with weapons than just about anything else. And then past that is an expert level. There are very few characters that are like that, usually story-driven, but they are nigh on untouchable. They are either savants or people who have perfected their craft. That being said, to give you an idea of what power scaling is like on a trust system, right? In FT, these are northern orcs. They come from a northern province called Haloth. Think of orcs that come from icy mountains. They'd be a lot stronger and tougher than orcs from the southlands and plains and swamps. They'd have to survive far worse odds to be able to continue being what they are. All right, they'd be the equivalent of trained. Right? Even a number like this, they'd probably lose a couple and take injuries, but they'd be able to mop because they're orcs, not just because of the training level, right? They're all stronger than the average man, right? These are beasts. It's a little bit different than man versus man, but it's a quick blow off of steam and an understanding and also an example of good combat. Okay? So my militiamen are going to attempt to fend off these red orcs. I'm going to leave it completely up to them whether it works out or not. Okay? If you're sitting there, go ahead, rest, relax, watch what the veteran NPCs do, drink your water. When I say begin, you will begin. Please make sure you keep it near the center. 3. Spear line. Go ahead, get your spear line together.
This ought to be good.
Three, 2, 1, begin! Their general strength. No. So, you can see from how a lot of the orcs are walking, moving, they've taken heavy injuries. They waded through these militiamen, their superior weapons and strength cutting through them. The militiamen didn't have the training necessary to keep these beasts at bay, and while the numbers seem lopsided, again, they are militiamen. Right? They're peasants, they're farmers, they're shopkeepers that were given a weapon and told, here, try to survive. Against normal humans, likely it would have turned out a little differently or been more costly for the enemy. These beasts of the north were able to tear through them with ease. Oh, they even had a casualty. Look at that. Very cool. Thank you. You can all stand. Beautiful. So at this point in time, go ahead and choose humanoid avatars within the world that you want to be for our next round of practice. Nothing over the top.
My ancestors are smiling at me.
This goes for all of you on the side as well.
You say the same?
You see here, you want to copy, go ahead. A reminder, in case I forget to say it, obviously these avatars have all been made by our avatar team. It is asked that they are not used outside of our workshops or sessions. They are meant for these sessions and these training sessions only. Please bear that in mind.
Sandals.
Is she asking a fucking ghost?
Yes, he is.
Oh no. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Mia.
How do we kill
No, church man.
It's him.
We pray him going. Go.
Does anybody have the paladin model?
Oh.
Anymore?
That's what I was looking for right now, and I can't find it.
What was that?
Wait. Oh, damn it.
It's in the.
It's him.
It's not.
Maybe he's just
The other is wrong.
What are you talking about?
Make sure you are in FD avatars. Those models there, those knights in red are Aether models. Those are not ours.
I thought that was Lion's Pride. My bad. It looks similar. Sorry.
No, that's not Lion's Pride. Lion's Pride are blue.
My bad.
Christos, what are you doing here?
Someone mistaken the Minion Troopers.
Oh no. Dominion? Dominion strong!
Alright, listen up.
Who are you?
Steve-O.
You know what?
One last example. Everybody go ahead and sit down on this side before we do our next practical example. They've all come up here. Darth, come up here. I saw you about to sit down. I did not want you to be comfortable. Both of you come over here. Okay. There'll be a lot of times when things are going on where you see combatants going at it. But it's not just one or two people, it's usually a group, right? There's allies and enemies all over the place, right? Erebus, come out here. Stand over here. Erebus is good friends with Darth's character, okay? He's going to approach seeing these two going at it. Now, something that's very important is when we enter a combative scenario that is already taking place, there is a signature thing that we never do, and that is, I insta-kill you from behind. That gets so old so fucking fast, especially when you can't hear or see in your peripheral. So we don't take advantage of that. There's a particular thing that we do when we try to enter ourselves into an already existing combat. It is an auditory clue. Whether it's a shoulder check, we get them to see us with a windup of sound and we kick our way in, or we strike them, it's a non-lethal blow. It allows the person we attacked that's now outnumbered to stumble back and now has space against his two opponents. Okay? You've now engaged in combat with another person without fucking the duel they had going on, and you're now involved. Now, in a lot of scenarios that take place, if it looks like a fight's handled, let it play out, unless there's other prerogatives, right? Jeer, cheer on, insults the enemy of your ally, right? We don't gank. There's no purpose in it, all right? Especially in VR. You'll never hear them coming. You turn around, you see three people bringing axes down on you, like, well, there's no feasible way I survived. Right? If you do that over and over again, this shit gets old fast. Nobody's going to want to do it. There's specific things to keep in your mind so you don't ruin the scenario for yourself and others. Okay? So when Erebus wants to enter into this combat, when I tell him to, he will enter it, and you'll see what he does and the reaction to it. Duval, Darth, go ahead and begin sparring. Erebus, go help your boy.
From behind.
Now Duval's been made aware. He hasn't been killed, and the fight goes on. Duval, you're now a multi-fighter. Continue to spar.
I'm not afraid of your kind.
There are a couple characters that are able to multi-fight. And there's a couple NPCs and NPC enemies that can multi-fight. And when you do it right, it looks great. They're all taking the time. They're not moving super fast. They're watching each other's movements. They're swinging their blades in ways that make sense in order for their arcs to meet each other, to block, deflect, and strike. Finish the fight, you three.
He's too
However you see
bleeding.
fit. Keep it short and sweet.
My God. Overhead from hell.
Come on. One of you is
That was meaty. Jesus.
Beautiful.
Well done.
Beautiful. Beautiful. All three of you. Good fucking job. Erebus, Darth, Naval. Very nice.
Fantastic, Naval.
beautifully done.
So the more practice that you do, you'll be able to do stuff like that. It's going to feel so fucking cool. All right? That's what I want you to do. I want you to have fun. I want you to get more used to these kinds of movements. And that's what I want you to practice. That awareness. But joining fights is what we're focusing on right now. So at this point in time, everybody spread out and get ready to enjoy your first free-for-all. The last person left standing gets a prize. The prize is you get eaten by Tosha. You're welcome.
I'm just gonna fucking, where am I playing?
Here's a photo model.
Yeah, I'm blowing my ass right here.
Where's the helmet? There we go.
Now remember, it's not about fucking winning. Storytelling first. The cinematics first. All right? Make the fights feel good, look good, have fun with it, but also respect the guidelines. Heavier weapons will do more damage. Lighter weapons will deflect off of plates. You'll get tired fighting in heavier armor faster than someone else. If you're in lighter armor, you'll likely move quicker. If someone has a two-handed weapon, their swings will send you reeling. Okay? With that in mind, everyone will be starting without a partner. You may pinpoint each other as you start, but if you are entering combat that already exists, adhere to that non-lethal interference. All right? Everybody stand by. Three. That sword's called a falx. It's good for cutting through flesh and taking off limbs. 3, 2, 1, begin!
Come on. Seems
Oh, Jesus.
Come on, you can face me. He's already. Oh, you know what? Shit.
From behind.
Come on.
Shit. Shit. My fucking Albert, god damn you! Shit, 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 shit.
You forgot about me.
Come on, Guardians, work together. There you are. Now, if you don't mind, there's a big man behind you, and I'm sure there's another man behind you. I'm sure you don't want to get hit by. Good day. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna move back this way.
I think he's chosen his play.
Yes, I don't want to kill a brother in arms. Get out of here. I see someone. Fucking hate plates. Good to meet you. Oh. Well, that is just impolite. Oh, fuck, that hurts. Oh.
Die, bastardo!
They died killing me.
Come on then, traitor of your people.
How about they are traitor?
A wasted land. A wasted land that gave you life. You call that life? A cold and slow creature. Lost everything. Had nothing.
So who's gonna win?
Oh, hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
Alright. I bet 5 copper on the scary Viking looking fella.
I bet 5 copper on the Royal Guard.
I bet 5 copper on the autistic elf.
Yeah. No, actually, no. I'll take those ones.
That's better.
Fuck you.
You could.
Yeah, of course. If you're Groudon, you can just automatically speak fucking, you know, the language. Paracord, thank you.
Nah, he'll win.
Away he goes.
Are we going to have some sushi?
Yes.
Is Shinfo's
Oh no,
still up?
Trow.
Yeah. They're over there. They're back there.
Playing the boxes. Back there beating the shit out of someone for his spare change.
Andre just joined in behind her out of nowhere, so.
Fucking, did you imagine Tang just comes in fucking...
Yeah.
God. Oh, come on, we all know Tang would win this, and then have to get digested by an ogre.
Listen, last time...
How is this fight still going?
This is
Yeah.
Mace.
Make out with Slop.
They're all lit. No, actually, no. The plate shouldn't really matter. They have maces. One of them should be.
They both have maces.
They have like 7 concussions each, right?
Yeah, I know.
They're
both in their own world at this point.
At this time.
I don't think they even know what they're fighting.
They're having that Mortal Kombat match right now.
Yeah.
Let them fight. Let them fight.
If they both don't die at the end of this, I'm gonna be surprised.
Be a draw.
That's what happened between...
Oh no, the northerner.
Well, that's ironic. I warned him in character we should work together to deal with the Northerners. He chose not to join me in fighting Northerners, and now he'll die to them.
Oh, Maple's dead. I just saw him get stabbed from behind.
Stole the kill. Can't believe it.
Well, there goes the... You know, I'm not gonna use your description of what Xena is.
I'm allowed to say that.
God damn, you and Vineham were fucking going at it, bro.
Yeah, good workout.
Nick, being attacked. Elf, save me.
Fucking listen.
This elf isn't even a savant.
Nope.
I was on one knee and he was
Just
trying to kill me
watching.
with a sword. I went like this. I was like.
Oh wait, the savant elf is still alive.
Yeah, the savant. Yes, savant. That's the word I used. Totally. I did not use anything else. Savant. Yes, that is exactly what I used. I didn't use any other word. Savant. They are a savant and nothing else.
I believe the autistic elf is
I
still
think the
alive.
savant like it fucking ogre.
I think our savant is about to get, you know.
Good luck, there's
Fucking
fresh
body.
and ready fighters over here.
I don't know.
They
Outrageous.
They already survived on the purpose of being away from the rest of the
I mean, they've got a little sword against shield and axe.
Yeah.
So they're at a bit of a disadvantage here. You're so right, Sushi. I agree with you.
Yeah.
What the?
Good man.
That's because of the update, right? Where they change out.
No. No, it's just that those models weren't mixed
Sushi. Damn.
When she went low.
Let me check this for
Buy
you.
sushi and they just
Gotta reconnect yourself to fight, like, oh god.
stick that shit in the frying
And there's the
pan.
world ripping each other apart.
Yeah.
I would do that.
I'm going to take a chopstick instead. for the.
Hey, look, I know NPCs don't have the best of education, but at least try to speak English. Come on, man.
Oh no.
We expect this. We've come to expect this.
It's full cap.
Oh, look, it's Rez. He's alive.
He's still alive. He's limping.
Oh. Silent! Thank you. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate it.
Imperial Gaming.
Imperial Gaming. That's what they always do. They come just out of nowhere and steamroll. Shield is gone. Claim the victory.
Where? Oh, I barely skirted by combat and you just kept going in with the mace. I tried to sweep. Champion. Oh yeah,
He could win. Imperial could actually win. Oh no.
He's in heavier play. Oh, not anymore. Oh, he's fucked.
He's fighting
Get the boot knife. Never mind. Oh yeah, no, that explains why he's so fucked up. Fuck the dwarf. Not gonna lie, I was betting. I was betting on the dwarf. Oh yeah, by the
There's
way,
also a box in the front.
You weren't expecting the knife to the neck.
Silent, thank you again for the bits. I hope you have a good night as well. I'll have a good night with this. DMs are doing rolls now, so.
Oh, damn. I mean,
yeah, Maple's rolling for it.
He does have the plate to stay alive. For how long?
True.
He also has gaps in the plate and has been stabbed at.
I'm waiting for Ryan to do like an Assassin's Creed jump over there and land on
No, I murked Ryan like the first like 10 seconds.
No. He's a fucking sharpshooter up there.
He's just waiting for someone to tell him to take the shot.
Rise is alive. Rise is alive.
What are you talking about? Imperial Gaming.
We have an Imperial champion.
Ryan, you okay up there?
Take all
Shot.
talent.
We have a strange.
Yep.
He's doing an
Is he like sniper's position right now?
Silent, Jesus. Go to sleep. Thank you, I appreciate it. Go sleep.
What are you doing up there, Ryan?
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Baby sloth. Wait a minute. Is that what happened after your victory last time?
Yeah, that's what happened to his victory. He got no.
That's slopping mop.
Check this.
Slopping mop.
Holy shit!
That's my son, Mini Flop.
Dark Soul Boss.
It's like when you scale down an enemy.
There's Oppenheimer. Oh my god.
Don't worry, boys. I'll end it.
Finish them.
I wish.
Okay.
Eliminate whoever's rest.
Out of mercy of the Empire, we will only take your kneecap.
They're elves. No mercy, they're elves.
You'll live. You'll live, but you won't live well.
It's like a beast of Nurgle.
Ooh.
There it goes.
And
Sorry, gets eaten.
Savant falls.
The what? The who? The
Don't worry about it.
Here we go.
What's
Alright.
It is Hartford.
Oh my god.
Sakura, well done. Please, come hither.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Here we go. Here we
You
go.
have survived everything that you have had thrown at you. And now it is time for you to receive your prize for first place. My Aronandi guards, if you go and open the gate, please. Please,
Your
hero,
husband-
correct your treasure. It's all yours.
There it is.
Oh my God!
Was he about to fucking
Literally on her ass? Fucking fat, disgusting bastard. Everyone, bring it in, please. Bring it in and have a seat.
I can't believe Sakra's. I can't believe Sakra got seconds on my mail order bride.
It's a lot different when you don't know where to look, what's going on around you, and everybody's a possible hostile. You gotta constantly be looking, checking over your shoulder, your left and right. But also there's that trust where you know I'm not gonna get blindsided if I'm not on top of it 24/7. Worst comes to worst if someone gets involved, excuse me. Sinuses. They'll make an auditory clue letting me know that they have joined the fight. I'm not gonna look down and see a sword, a fucking katana come through my chest being, you're dead. That's not gonna happen. So you're able to focus on the fights in front of you and adjust if necessary. It's tiring, it's exhausting, but it's rewarding. It goes well. Alright? Now, we're going to do a exercise. I want my brand new TNPCs to go over by the gate. Everyone else stay here, please.
That's me. I'm new.
I'm at the MPT. They have energy.
Alright. If I see your name, stand behind me. VRChat, Lenin, Urith, Kewin, Crassus, Adam Shen, Storm Sharp, Kosha. All of you go over with the TNPCs, please.
Sir, yes, sir.
The rest of you come with me.
Huh? What are you laughing about?
You got a warning.
Laugh again in my presence. No. This is what we're gonna do. Alright? We're gonna put them through the ringer. Alright, put some of the more like vocal NPCs with them. They'll be like, oh god, I'm dying! Those guys to make them fucking panic. Okay? So, you know how we've done this before for some of our new faces who are now over here. We've run things in this town. God, excuse me. Where we've made it look like a scenario, let them feel like what these scenarios feel like. So we're gonna make a quick one, the DMs and I, we're gonna pull out of our ass. You're gonna be my NPC pool. We're gonna give them some good fights, some cool interactions, and then we're gonna call it a night. I don't want to keep you guys here too late, okay? It's already been a few hours. Alright, my DMs come with me, please. Everybody else, please wait here.
Oh boy. Wonder what they have.
Oh, so.
I can't wait.
I actually
wanted to do
the
you,
bad.
Andre.
The bad is during my last engagement, I backed up into a place that had like
By the way, Nick, I got some good progress on the map.
Hey.
The fighting ring has been made.
Hell
And
yeah.
the hideout for Valdis has been made.
The good is my mom just got home and got me a chocolate chick and some food.
So basically all the Valdis stuff, just need a few houses.
Mhm.
That's it.
Well, that's it, yeah. That's
Which
we're
can
on,
easily be placed.
we're on schedule, so.
And then Raynor, which I already got the fort thing already done, so it just needs some nice looking stuff around it to make it look pretty. And it's done.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we still got, what?
So, it's on schedule. 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's 16 days around
2 weeks
there,
and
yeah.
1 day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be pretty simple episode. There's a couple of things that me and Nomad thought of that I'm going to relay to you soon.
Yeah, if you just type it to me, I'll read it.
Yeah, well, I'm not near my.
Well, yeah, I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking about after when we're
I'll
not.
talk to you later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dying.
Yeah.
This is great.
Oh, I miss doing combat like this specifically.
I dodged?
I miss using an S-Dog for, like, actual reasons.
Fucking left. I want to point that out. I'd be like, left-handed, left-handed.
Yeah. Because that's, in A3 you can't do it too much.
No.
No one pays attention to an S-Talk. But in FT, when I had the S-Talk, I would do the piercing moves, but I would always... God, there's so many people that use piercing weapons to pierce.
Yeah.
And not to, like...
Give an obvious thing for people to dodge it.
Incredibly brutal.
It's like...
There you go, make fun of someone quickly. I lost 5 copper to you.
Storm Sharp.
I lost 5 copper to you. I want my copper back. I bet on you.
I finished off church. Why? I did dog shit.
You did what?
I killed Aegon. I did horrible.
Aegon. You were second. You did perfectly fine. What do you mean you did horrible?
Me.
You.
There was one of the TNPCs.
You almost won.
So I killed 8 people.
Yeah.
I was on a murder spree.
Hi, Church.
Hello. Hi, Church. Well, where'd you go? There you go. I got sloppy
You did
seconds on you.
perfectly fine.
So like, I'll shove Vinehelm off and like, oh, you're not living. Just clean.
Okay. I have to go talk to them, get some things set up. They're gonna talk to you guys and get a few things set up. We're gonna run a quick scenario for our TNPC so they know what it's like on both sides of the fence. Okay?
Have everybody move down to NPC
All
1.
good?
Yeah.
NPC 1?
NPC 1, everybody.
Alright.
Get in
Somebody come get her. Hey, really quickly, I have one scenario that we're going to run during this. Basically, what's going to be happening is the town is going to be under attack. I need 4 civilians that are going to be trapped inside one of the buildings that are going to be surrounded by bandits. Step forward in front of me, please. Okay, Lyra, Ash, Indirect, and Zappy. Okay. You're going to be my 4 civilians. When I call on you, you're going to be, help those people that the player characters, quote unquote, are going to need to evacuate from that building. They're going to need to fight the people surrounding it, and then they'll bring you back to the courtyard. If any other DMs want to come up with little things, I'd pass it off to you.
Let me think here. I think what we're gonna do from my side, if I could get, basically 4 volunteers to be working with me. 4 volunteers, come towards me.
whatever you want.
Come towards Shinfo.
My
Go over here.
hero, you know.
We're going to be creating a
NPCs,
multitude of
yeah.
scenarios of different assaults and attacks. Basically, how we're going to do this is I'm going to name off. I got Sakura, Andre, Durdley, Darth. I'll take Jazz King too. Naval, I'll let another DM have you because I can tell you're going to be wanted today. You're going to work hard, Naval. Work it. All right. You 5 come with me, and I'll go over some things we're going to be doing.
A spear.
I sure do. What do you need from it?
7 I have an idea for how we're gonna start this off. We'll have a small portion
Do
of
know
our
audio is
NPCs.
fucky.
Do I know what?
Okay.
That's not the point.
Yeah, audio is fucky on this map.
You're having a good day, Jazz.
So
that's
Yes,
not gonna be a big deal.
I'm having a great day, buddy. Thank you.
Get over here. I need your help. One second. I'll be right there.
So this is I'll convey
Kimchi,
this to the.
do we want to pick
actually,
who's
Shinfo
going
here.
to be in
Shinfo,
charge of
Shinfo.
Shimfo?
Let's go over
Fuck, Canadians, I swear.
here. In.
I'm so sorry. I just saw you go. The fly, it wasn't leaving your face. It was just like this. Yeah. That's why I looked it up.
Let us all be rats. Let us all just be rats.
That's
Be
exactly
rats. That'd be great.
Or can we be Barracoy?
Even now, it still smacks me.
No, our old Barracoy.
Barracoy's right in the town.
Now only affects tall people. Well, no, the Barracoy versus the rats.
God, no. What do you think this is? Total Warhammer? Sorry, can't make that joke.
Yes.
Usually the tall people are really important. And when everything looks bleak, Slopzilla and Baby Slopzilla come in to save the day.
God, no.
Don't ask Oak that question.
Brown style. I haven't seen her. Oh, the one that killed Daniel. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
That was a good.
I like her.
VRChat crashed.
Yeah, the reason why I chose this makeup is to make her look like she's never put on makeup
Comparing, there's going to be
the
an
way
attack
that I
towards
think about
town.
it.
We're going to be
Just
acting as
smudged it
enemies.
across her face because her body's too pale for it, in my opinion. Right? So she's like, switch dodge. She's like, perfect. I look like a whore now, right?
Discord started loading. Got in spades, baby. Die nerd.
I just, my overlays or my... Wait, you're on a laptop? Oh, that's...
My PC's still back at God, so there you have it.
You just did a child.
Surprised you're still alive.
What did you just do?
It works. I think it's an AMD processor grenade running. It's got a 3050.
By the way, Raz, I made a
He did this.
Pocket hand.
Just default
That's what that was. That wasn't anything else. I understand.
one flashy weapon.
I miss. I really want to use this model.
You'll have to get a new texture for my sand.
But you can't have like two.
Sand has something else.
This model is fucking beautiful, and no one uses it. It makes me upset.
I tried. A couple times with Robber Baron side.
Yeah, I use it on Robber Baron, but I want this to be my fucking guard so we can actually be differentiated, because we all use the same hair and pretty much the same skin tone.
I mean, ask him. Ask him if he could have gotten.
I already have.
Oh.
They said they have plans. They have plans. I don't know what that means. Steve told me he has plans.
That might mean you.
So I don't know what that
might mean you're
means.
getting them.
Well, it's
Need you down in the
scary.
DMs. Come on.
Church?
Church. Come on. I need you.
Yes.
Come with me.
Hello.
Okay. I need full body people. For temporary, maybe 6 or 7 of you at the most. You're going to be ally soldiers briefly. You are going to run in when things start, yelling, you know, we're under attack, we're under attack. Arrow fire from an FX avatar is going to take you out. You will be signaled because obviously you'll be coming behind you, and that will be immediately followed up by the enemy swarming in from behind them. There's going to be no break. This is going to put them immediately in the action, get their adrenaline pumping. As soon as you guys are dead and that first wave from behind you comes in, break off, switch, and come back in seamlessly.
Copy.
So I want full body people for this, for the sole reason that this is a brief cinematic experience. Yes, Rune Knight.
Full body. No, I'm just full body.
Okay, so if you're willing to do that, just come right up here. Everyone else, COVID, you know.
That's
what.
Yep.
COVID. Smoofy,
COVID?
Frostbit, Nashtalk, Rhineland, Oakmine, Dragon go back. That's too many. Because we want that wave behind them to still be reasonably.
No.
Dirtly, I hate you. Zvolk, Raz, Monica. If I named you, you are one of my starting allies. Anyone else, you will be coming in behind them as enemies. This is a bandit invasion. You will have a bandit lord who will take the field at some point. We will let you know once that is decided how we're gonna go about that.
Bandit lord, dude, that's sick titties. Sorry. What model are they?
Allies.
What?
Bruns, remind me which models were the allies using? Because we're gonna have a very brief wave of allies at the start that just get cut down.
Why don't you just have them all be fucking like Adwick soldiers? Just keep it simple.
Pull out the Adwick soldiers. All of you that I named.
Bruns is in it.
Good to see her, Schmoosh.
Good to see you too.
Okay. So, as I said, at the start, you will be coming in from, if you look where I'm pointing, that gate, which I'm pretty sure is actually the only gate now I think about it. You will be you'll stream in from there. You'll be shouting, screaming. Some of you might turn around if one of you feels, inspired to turn around and get hit in the face. I don't know. But at one point, we will signal to you.
Gotta pass out the models.
We're using just
for the bandits.
for bandits.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're gonna be playing a bandit at any point, clone me right now. I should be clonable. If I'm not clonable, I'm gonna be clonable in a second. All right, I'm turning on cloning.
In one.
All right, my cloning is on. Go ahead and clone me. This is the male bandit model. I'm gonna be backing out the female bandit model next. Okay. Here, you have 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Here's the female bandit model. I'm changing into it right now. All right, there you go. Here's the female bandit model. If you need to change into it, if you need to clone it, go ahead and clone off of me now. Okay. All right, Maple. Sorry, go ahead. Where did he go?
I think he's down. Oh wait, but we should be able to be fine here. The people who are doing this understand what they're doing.
He's just a large gentleman.
Testing.
Sounds good.
If not,
the big man.
Yes.
2 people in the far front. Follow them.
Do watch where you're swinging that thing.
We're going to die.
Alright,
absolutely.
is everything ready to go, Dress?
Yeah, as far as I'm aware.
Okay. Are there any questions? Any questions before we get started? Jazz kick.
Are we fighting in what waves or only showing up on the DM calls out for another wave?
Unlimited lives until we tell you otherwise. If there are scenarios that we need the players to go to, we will inform you, and we'll shorten up, we'll slow down the waves so they have the breathing room to go and address their scenarios. Okay?
Very quickly. Please do not target Tosha. He is giving them orders, commands, keeping them on track. Alright? If you want to injure him at DM discretion, go ahead, but he's like, the TNPC centerpiece. This is your scenario, DMs. Have at it.
Alright. You already ran through them all, right?
My headset's starting to give me.
Yep, we've run through them all. These are going to be our initial wave of dying soldiers. As soon as that's done, the waves will be coming in from behind them. There's going to be no downtime.
The audio is
Okay. When that's done, I want you to give the call for those mercs to come, or for all these bandits to come streaming in. Okay.
So they're going to be starting. No, it does. They're going to start sprinkled around town square. And as soon as they hear that coming, that'll be their cue to warm up, and they'll start in the town square.
Okay. You want all the bandits to be coming from far off?
Kills me, dude.
Yeah, all the bandits are going to be streaming in because bandits are going to be following from behind your dying allies.
I'll set the bandits up right now.
Hello, mustache enjoyer.
Okay, set all of these guys up. I'll go.
Hello, mustache enjoyer.
All the bandits follow Drazker. All the bandits follow Drazker. Follow me. Follow me.
I'm following. Off you go, gentlemen. Off you go. And ladies.
Very good. Very good. Come along. Come along.
Keep going. Come over here with me real quick.
Drazker, would you like your hostages to also follow so you can find which building you're putting us in?
We're gonna set that up on the fly. On the fly.
God.
Oh, that is fucked.
Particle. Yeah.
Okay, we just want you to say.
Yikes. All right.
I was gonna say, if you need like
Okay.
6 people to use
Everybody gather
bows
around.
and shoot those guards in the
Gather around
back.
in front of me. Gather around in front of me. That would be, yeah, that would be good. No, because they're like an advanced party. They're gonna be the way that Maple has it set up. We're not gonna do that. All right,
Got
gather
it.
around in front of me so I can see who all we got.
Where's in front? We can't see you.
Ava Sky, move. Okay.
Use the
Alright.
camera.
So this is what's gonna happen. Once Maple gives the signal, we're all going to go charging through. You guys are gonna do battle with the player characters, quote unquote. At one point, when I call out that we're gonna be setting up the hostages, they're gonna be at the far end over there to the left. I'm gonna need probably half of you. So I'm gonna take everybody on this side. Okay, if you're on this side of Erebus,
Go
all
invisible.
of you are going to be surrounding that building. Oh shit.
There we
Alright.
go.
Everybody on this side is going to
This
be
side.
over there, and yeah, and we're going to be at the large building at the end of the road. Okay, that's where the hostages are going to be. All of you are going to be outside, kind of like banging on the doors, not really like getting anything done. And then when the player characters come and find you, then you're going to go ahead and turn on them. You guys will go down. They'll be able to save them. But I want, once you guys go down, keep fighting them, obviously, just in like a less concentrated capacity. Okay?
Gotcha.
About roughly where do you want us positioned?
All right. Go ahead and go invis for the time being, and then we'll call for you guys when you're ready.
Oh, we're gonna be fighting here. Let Drazker finish his thing, yeah.
I'll move back there.
I'm all set. Go ahead.
Smoke bomb.
Okay. Where do you want the ones that are going to die from arrow fire? We're currently set up at the,
Right at the gate.
well.
Right at the
this
gate. Yeah, you're gonna run inside. Yep. Yep.
Okay. I remember we don't have an effects model that works on this map, so.
I'll tell him to move.
Okay. Well then, you know what? Normal Nick, we're
I'm right here,
defaulting
yeah.
back to your idea. Who? I need a couple bowmen. Be visible if you're gonna be a bowman. That's gonna take them down.
Oh, there you
Just
go.
be
Yeah,
visible.
Visible.
Yeah.
I'll take normal Nick, Erebus, Jazz King, Sakura, and then okay, that's fine. Normal Nick,
If you want me
Erebus,
to, I
Jazz King,
can.
Sakura. You're gonna be the archers.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. You're gonna be the
Because once we
archers, you're
shoot the
gonna
guards
chase them in,
down,
you're gonna
yeah.
go, you know,
Mhm.
Exactly. And then the rest of you will come in to fill in. All right, and you'll begin pushing your way into the town.
Once the guards are dead, we're dropping the bows or putting them on, and then taking out melee because we haven't gone over range with the TMPCs, correct?
That's correct. Yes.
Copy that.
Okay.
I'll never be able
All right,
to.
I'm gonna
aim
go
this
set up
machine.
the I'm gonna go set up the hostages really quickly.
All that matters is the arrow particle. It doesn't
If you're
really
one of my
matter.
hostages,
I wouldn't really worry too much about the
I'm gonna have them move
doing
to the center
that.
of town now.
I just do this.
Shinfo, did you bring all
Just
of
make sure
our,
the particles are going through.
can
That's
you
what's
bring those
important
soldiers,
about it.
since they're the one-offs, can you bring them about halfway to the gate? Because I'm gonna have Toshi
Soldiers.
starting in town square.
Follow me, please. And spread out your group. I want Oak, Naval, and Smoofy, and Flonica. You guys are at the front gate. Bandits, go invisible. Get your asses cloaked up. You're not visible. Go cloak. I don't want to see you. They're on their way. Perfect. Thank you. So go ahead and man the towers, man the front gate. Everyone else kind of be just a little bit spread out and a little bit in the town.
They're doing a march. I love it. That was their that was their choice. I had nothing to do with that.
You don't have to have your weapons drawn yet as well, Airlandese.
Yeah, they're quite
Probably
literally
get set
walking
up in the tree
now.
line.
These motherfuckers. Jasker, if you're showing them things, make sure you're not visible.
Oh, you want to buy some candy?
Jesus. Perhaps. Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Perhaps just a tad bit of candy.
Did he say where he wants the archers?
They just want some around, I'm pretty sure. They didn't really explain, so
Steve-O,
just
you've got
spread
the
out,
effects
which is
model?
important.
The effects model does not work on this map. Don't try
Yep,
it.
the effect, yep.
Understood.
So
Then
we're,
we'll just.
we're going
I'll
with
just.
manual bandits shooting them with bows, so you can.
Don't you dare do it again. Come
Understood.
on.
I'll DM it for them
Shouldn't
then.
God damn it.
Guards at the gate. Do you see my nameplate? I'm up
it.
the road towards the center of town. If you see where I'm currently standing, that is where you are going to start dying. Understood?
What we can do, Maple, I will pause it on them so that they can see that focus and all their attention can be drive there, and you will give them the narrative, and then I will unpause.
So we'll
Okay?
pause them, have the hail, have everyone cut down, and then we'll continue. Got it.
Exactly.
All right.
So I'll be right on top of them all, and then I will pause when they get to moving past the large tree on the left here, running towards them, the main party. Okay.
Understood.
Perfect.
All right. I'm gonna have them start milling about.
When these guards at the gate start running, I want my archer bandits to begin moving out of the brush.
Come on.
Be sure to be unmuted, Maple, so I can hear and listen to the call, and so that can they.
Yep, there it goes. Everyone has left your instance. Yippee. How to rejoin? Or it's gonna completely kill my VR. That's apparently undecided. Oh, back to my home world this time. Jeez. This one really enjoyed killing me. Make it quick. Join back. That's annoying. Super annoying.
The Lord is going to go check the gate. He's just going to go quickly talk to the soldiers there. Do we have them attacked and force him to flee, or do we wait till he returns?
No, this is what we'll do. As he's on his way, as soon as he passes the tree, we will pause the scenario and have them freak the fuck out. And everyone here in the front gate is going to start getting pledged by arrows, and they're going to try to run to the Lord.
All right, I'm pausing him now.
I'll pause. Start giving the narrative as they start. You start reacting. You are all reacting to something. DM to it, Maple. The guards at the front gate are yelling at something.
And he got distracted at the tavern.
Doesn't matter. Keep it up.
Maple's just DMing it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Am I a...
All right,
What the
DMs.
fuck?
In your respective places.
Okay.
When you're done, I will unpause.
No one has notified the players that they're paused.
Drasker, head over to the group in the back, if you would.
Is this gonna be another
ready.
world by
I'm there.
myself?
No, the group in the back with runs in them.
They are unpaused back
Steve-O, go to the group in the back. Quickly. Group where Bruns is,
Players
by
at
the
the
wall.
players at the tavern are ready.
Go, 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 go.
Jasmine's still moving at the tavern. Let them know they're paused.
Maple. Remember, you guys, you're paused too.
At the players, I've paused them.
Give them the description that they hear
This
yelling and screaming from the
stupid
gate.
fucking piece
Already
of
done.
shit.
Perfect. All right. We'll unpause in 3, 2, 1. Unpause. Go.
All my mercenary archers,
Arrows
move
land on you.
forward.
Guards,
Archers
you're being hit
forward.
by arrows. Fall to the ground. You're getting hit by arrows. Yep. Some of you start running. Some of you start running who are still standing. Get picked off as you're running. Drasker, tell your group to start pushing in.
All armed forces start moving in.
They're pushing to the gate. We'll let them hold there, and then they'll be pushed back.
That was disappointing. That's a new issue that's arise though, is that when I lag, it completely crashes my world versus just lagging me
Devo,
until
get
I
in
don't.
there. Narrative.
Don't you dare tell me you just did it again.
All my bandits attack. All bandits attack.
Get in there. Get
Push
in
them
there.
through.
Steve-O, Maple, get the narrative. Do general rolls for the fight progression.
It was a critical one for Hartford's side. I'm going to pause it for a second.
Don't pause it. Just tell them. Yell it to them. Don't pause it.
With a critical...
You heard it, bandits. Push them. Push. Natural 1. Get in there. Maple, keep an eye on Drasker. He's the expert fighter. They are realizing quickly he is unbeatable, and they are being pushed back. Remember, Drazker, try not to kill off the TNPCs. They're player
NPCs,
characters.
you are not killing our TNPCs. You are not killing our TNPCs. We already have 3 who are down. DMs have arrow fire push us back so they can get their wounded.
Doing so. Drazker, you're gonna back up and you're gonna let your men handle this. You'll show up later. Small skirmishes, small skirmishes.
Make it quick. Come on. 'Cause I'm
Steve-O,
missing
make
out
the
on my
corrections for the ones
favorite part.
who died and make sure they are back in moving order, okay? Give them healing rolls and whatnot. Go.
I'm doing so on it.
Medical and healing rolls.
Bandits. Groups of 4 start moving in. Groups of 4 start moving in.
Start spreading out and attacking
Perch,
them from
Zia,
all
Prospect,
sides.
go. You're going to attack a different area. Nashatok, Kitty, Sakura, not Razuvius, go. Different side. Naval, Erebus, Andre, Durdley, go. Attack a different part of the town. Go. Spread it out. Jazz King, Darth, Biggest Bear, Ava, go. Different part of town. Go. Awesome at Ryan. Oak, go with them. Go, go, go. Spread it out.
Okay.
Start attacking the buildings,
So
trying to
it's
break through.
Fucking. Why? Why can I not? What is wrong with this? Fucking. Where's Steve-O? Sir Steve-O?
Crossbit, Church, Zia, get in there. Don't just stand there. Egg it on or get in the fight. Their whole right side is empty and exposed. Get in there.
Can I try to request? This is my last attempt, and if I don't get it, I'm calling it.
Rune Knight, Zappy, Flonica, Dragon Legend. There's a whole side that's not being touched. Go, go, get in there. Side of that building is a tavern. Go. Bear, Darth, Ava, keep pass. Drazker, if you can, move
Darth.
up your civilians.
Yep. Darth, Bear, Ava, Sky. Hit them on that side. What civilians are you talking about?
Your civilians, you want them to rescue. Bring it up closer so they can. The buildings are breaking into. They can go and attempt to rescue them.
I've already selected the building.
I'm saying move it up closer so
What can I
that way they
request
can
off
do
of?
it
They'll
multiple
accept
times.
it.
Is what I'm saying.
Tina's gonna think
Okay.
I'm weird,
Do
but
it like 3 or
okay.
4 times
Understood.
at your discretion.
Try to join again.
Lyra, Ash, and my 2 other NPCs. Go ahead and move up to the exact same looking house, but it's the street ahead.
Keep the fight going. Keep it hitting
Make
them
sure
from
you
all
move
sides.
invis. It's going to be on the
Steve-O,
same
stay with
side of the well.
players. Kitty, Raz, join them in the assault with the players. You have 2 lives. The left of you are attacking. Then you're going to start appearing in different parts of the town. Steve-O, you're going to DM to them that the town is being assaulted all around. They need to move to assist. Drazker, when you're set up, let me know.
Ash and Lyra are there. I'm missing 2 of my NPCs.
All right, pick 2 and then put them with them.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, also the NPCs are trained not to accept invites.
Indirect.
They're supposed to request off of the group. So if I can't get in, I need to call it because that's just gonna make me upset.
I jumped into
About the big building.
Where do I DM them to go, or just allow them to?
You're going to be watching them. They're going to need to move as a group to start trying to save the house, save
Understood.
the civilians in the houses. They need to stay together. They are spread out.
Okay. Well, then I guess that's it for me. Jeez, okay. Well, didn't expect that to end so fast, but who the hell am I to speak, I guess? That's just it's a tad bit upsetting, but whatever. It's fine. There'll be more. I can't get myself down over that. I'll end up getting more. VRChat being stupid. So yeah, well, I guess I'll end stream. Thank you guys for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. I will I'll see all of you guys I don't know when. Maybe soon. It all just depends. Yeah. I will see all of you guys later. Goodbye.